Nice. Hey, what's up, Rob? Yeah, definitely green, buddy. Definitely green. Beyond Meat, another 4% today. Look at Beyond Meat yesterday. This is Beyond Meat. Great setup, great move. Good stuff so far. Good with Beyond Meat. Yeah, hold on. I'm still kind of getting set up over here, too. Morning, Eli. Okay. All right, I think I'm finally set up. Good morning, everybody. Crowd moving up again today. Okay, so we got Beyond Meat leading right now. We got Snap maybe trying to bounce, getting a little overnight boost from something. Nice gap up. Earnings are today, so not much to do there. Carvana, uh, looks like they made a new low yesterday. Came back at a doji day, basically. Doji day on Carvana. Could be pretty good. That's a potential for a reversal in Carvana. I've tried this before and gotten bit. I'm not sure if I want to do it again. We'll have to wait and see. It's like Roku rising the ranks a little bit. Beyond Meat coming down slightly. Snap. I focus on Beyond. I've got a pretty good profit in Beyond Meat. Don't want to let that go to waste. So after a great 2017 and a tumultuous 2018 for me, 2019 has proven to be another really good year. And for my lows in 2018, I've doubled my Roth IRA from there yesterday. A little bit down today by $1,000, but yeah, so proven to be a pretty good stock market here the past little bit. August 16th, 170. Or at 30. Okay, yeah, so still doubled. Okay, sure. Let's see. I want to stick with Beyond Meat if I can. I only have one option left though. And double every year. I hope so. We'll see if it happens. Well, the problem is I have to switch strategies in the bad market times. Yeah, thank you, sir. LK taking it. Okay, they're chopping around here today. LK had a great day yesterday. SQ trying to come back. Let's go see. Sherman Williams up 5%. Is that earnings? That is earnings for Sherwin-Williams. Ooh, this could be good. This could be good. Good volume. After earnings. Gotta like after earnings. There's that technical buy errors about the 480 level. And you see on the weekly, I think we talked a little bit about this. They got a flat base. 6% right there. And a much larger, kind of stranger structure. If I remember, this whole thing would qualify. Yeah, 25%. This whole thing qualifies as a flat, or not a flat base, as a cup and handle. Needs to get over these highs though before this thing pops off. All right, Beyond Meat looks like it's so far holding up there at the highs, which is good. Carvana looks like it already shot up a little more and pulled back at the same time, which is fine, not the end of the world. Overstock had a little bit of a pullback finally volume drying up a little bit here yesterday with a big reversal. Look at that. Boom. That's not bad. Lots of volume at the lows here. Like this thing will pop off again at some point. We've been watching it for a little bit over that blue line right there, which is the 40-week moving average, which is this 200-day moving average. So support of the 200-day for Overstock. Snap, Fox, Roku. Beyond's back to the top of the board there. Roku looks like it's hanging out. No major volume coming in. A little bit this morning. That's good. We kind of broke this immediate little flag. I'm not sure if I'm super into it. Qualys. Oh, somehow landed on Cisco, which is looking really good. Yeah, Cisco very tight. Nvidia. Okay. All right. We've been kind of waiting for this one. Yeah. That's not bad. Look at that volume in Nvidia. That's not too bad. Here's your Nvidia, Eli. This looks like a pretty decent place to try to take a trade. Earnings in a few weeks. I guess the question is, where could you go? You got 180, which isn't that far away. Cyber and Match taking on the chin today. I was thinking of lightening them up yesterday. I didn't. Match probably would be the first one to get trimmed. Here's my thing. I don't have match on here at all. That's stupid. All right, I just got rid of match. That one's not working out so hot. Next one up is Square. I'm not really happy with Square either. Yesterday didn't get much of a bounce. Still up in it too. I don't want to let that turn into a loss if I don't have to. Though I've got it till January. I'll give it a little bit of room. Okay. I've also got GLD, which is flat. Came down on the overnight session. If you look at the futures, Beyond Meat up 6% now. If you look at the futures on the overnight session, we almost did a full round trip. We came down pretty far, right at my trend line right there, and we bounced. So it's still in play technically. You know, not my favorite, but could be my favorite if it gets moving. Yeah, Cyber a little scary. LK coming back, which is good. Okay, let's go look at Netflix again. Oh, not Netflix. Nvidia. You got a Netflix? Oh, come on, man. You're killing me. You're going through your gambling phase, I see. All right, I like this much better. I'm already slightly late to the party. Oh, Beyond coming in a little bit, 4% now. Okay, so this guy kind of has one leg up out of this little cup and handle here. I was trying to kind of gauge where I can go, I guess. That's not low volume right there, Eli. You're looking at the daily chart. You're only, 13 minutes on daily chart. That's not low volume. See? It's pretty high volume, actually. So, could stall out like this day did, but that's another topic of conversation. How's the NASDAQ doing? A little bit of a pullback there. 0.31%. Last night there was a budget deal that was kind of announced, and the market's getting a little bit of a boost by that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I got that from my mama. Looks like that 183 is kind of like the it's okay. No massively great opportunity there on the option side. Okay, Beyond still chopping around up here, although hanging around to highs, which is pretty good. Beyond Meat yesterday with the biggest close it's ever had. So that's the day before we also had the biggest close it ever had. Then we had yesterday also a very big close, great volume. And then we had, so today we're chopping around this morning. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. Why are you still in pays? What are you in, Rob? IIPR took it. Pays. KGKG, Cyber. Yeah, Cyber looked good on the breakout. It's not dead. Um, it's not dead, but it's definitely not as bullish as some of these other ones, at least recently. Okay, you're in match. Yeah, match. That's a good breakout. Yeah, sometimes if they come back to your entry point, you kind of have to cut them loose, though. You never want to be, you know, in a stock that's down here at 5%. Are you still okay? So you're not in pays. You're in KGKG. I kind of get, kind of don't. Kind of get, kind of don't. I mean, if this trend line breaks here, you just got to ditch that one, period. And TF, I don't think I'm familiar with this one. Okay, it's giving me weekly, but it's not giving me daily, which is highly annoying. Sherwin-Williams. It's like it getting back up there towards the high of the day. This one's looking pretty good. Our volume this morning, pretty heavy. Pretty heavy volume this morning. That's pretty good. Sherwin-Williams bouncing up a little bit. All right, let me look at a Sherwin-Williams trade. All right, so what do we got here? We got 571. That's a lot of. That 20% seems pretty big for Sherwin-Williams. In the weekly chart, that seems like a lot. Market pulling back a little bit, 0.19% now. That seems like a rather. So there's a pretty nice cup and handle right there. That one broke out and did pretty well. Rallied for about 15% before pulling back. 13%. 10%. So maybe just go for 10%. Be like a 525. Oh wow, that's not bad. Do that by September 20th, which would be, and that's 525. It's a pretty aggressive little run there for Sherwin-Williams. It's done it before. Not really liking that a lot. Not my favorite. LK getting back up. Oh yeah, buddy. Woohoo! Get with it. Nice. Good volume on LK as this breaks a range. Also, the biggest daily close for LK yesterday. Right there's the close. You can see there's no. Actually, it's funny. There's a red, a green, and a white candle from right to left that this overtakes, but the closes are below the line, so it's pretty funny. Yeah, LK, good moves here this morning. Good volume too. Let's go back to the global watches. EDU on some, I'm guessing some pretty good earnings, blasting into an all-time high. Well, that's interesting. Pretty good volume this morning. Pie right there. Oh, okay. There's Sherwin-Williams, BIB. Is that earnings for Hexel? Okay, earnings for Hexel, so that's good. Carvana, how you doing this morning still? So this is lower. This is some decently low volume here for an open. If we can get out of this opening range right there, that could potentially be a buy on Carvana if it can sustain this little bull setup. YY. Pergo not bad. Baidu not bad. Looks like C-Trip. C-Trip with a nice kind of a curl thing going on. No earnings. We kind of broke out of the scalloping action. Volume this morning a little light. Trek not bad. Tesla earnings tomorrow? You know what I think they are actually, now that you mention it. You take a look at Tesla. Yeah, there's earnings tomorrow after hours. That'll be interesting. The earnings play on Tesla is to sell options. That premium is going to be through the roof. Sell a put and sell a call. And then you'll be good to go. Seeing Yeti over here in the other room. Oh, Yeti's not looking bad. Look at that. It's a potential cup and handle breakout here on Yeti. 37%, a little bit deep. Volume's okay, not great. Getting some good volume today, though. That's some great volume on Yeti. Torque? We're talking about Torque? No thanks. All right, Beyond Meat 39, LK33, Square Gold, Cyber coming down. Square bouncing back. Look at that. It's a good bounce back. I like this Yeti chart. Let's add Yeti to the list. That's not too bad. One of their earnings. 8-1. What does Yeti do? Let's take a look at some IBD, see what Yeti does. Manufacturers and Designs, manufactures, and marketing innovative and outstanding outdoor products. Never heard. 700% EPS change last quarter. 386% EPS growth the last 3 quarters. Wow. Sales are only 15% last quarter, which is negative. 3-year sales growth rate of 4%. How are they getting good EPS and horrible sales? 2.7 billion market cap. Yeti may be setting up for an early buy point. Let's take a look at this article. It's in IBD. I've never heard of them before. Yeti is among the top IPO stocks to watch. The maker of premium outdoor food and drink coolers has also just earned a spot on the IBD breakout stock index. I've never heard of Yeti. Based on Austin, Texas, they went public in October of last year. EPS range from 85 to 833. Sales have been less explosive, but have still risen 7 to 39% during the same period. Beyond Meat, ZS, ZM, and PAGS are some IPOs that they're listing in as 2018 IPOs. After soaring past the 1930 buy point with a cup and handle base on February 14th, oh, right there. Okay, that's their cup and handle base. After soaring past it on February 14th, they rose as much as 90%, forming a new chart pattern. Retreated 37%, but has rebounded the 10-week line. Adding a handle to its new base. The handle takes at least 5 days to form, and Wednesday marks a 4. So, okay. So there's your cup and handle right there. We missed that. I didn't even heard about this thing. Where were you guys on Yeti? I'm blaming you guys. And then another cup and handle on Yeti. 34.37 is the buy point, and we're just sitting on top of it right now. We're not really doing much else. Interesting. Okay, Yeti, not bad. Need some sustained volume here, but other than that, excuse me. That's horrible. Okay. So IBD showed a link of an ETF, the IBD Breakout Opportunities ETF. The problem is it underperforms the S&P. So what the hell? I have no idea what this is about. That's kind of funny. 53 holdings. How can you have 53 holdings? Rebalances weekly. I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't see how you can do that IBD style effectively in an ETF type of structure. Okay, so we got Yeti at the top of our board here. Maybe trying to break out. Looks like stalling a little bit. So, babe, I didn't know you were hiking this morning. Oh, we got LK popping up again. We have Beyond Meat. Choppy up here above the 200 level. We're able to maintain above 200, but only so far. Very choppy this morning. I'm not super happy about that. Yeah, see, Beyond closes on about 3 weeks in Beyond Meat, and that earnings is coming into play too. 7.29 for earnings. which is okay. Maybe they'll keep running, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. TQs are going back to almost flat right now. As Square came back from I guess they didn't really come back very far. I know they were negative. They bounced a little bit. At least it feels like because they were down here. Maybe a lot of other stocks just did worse. Cyber. Oh, I got rid of Match. Match bounced. I didn't get rid of Cyber yet. Yeah. I don't have to either if I don't want to have that till December. Oh yeah, I cut that. I trimmed that position already. How's GLD doing? Coming back a little bit? Maybe another buying opportunity if things start looking positive for GLD. Some decent volume here this morning for GLD as it tries to bounce a little bit higher. How's our volume looking? Okay, not great. But like I said, GLD, oh, look at that. It barely undercut for one little tick of my alert from that I put on there yesterday. You close the door, babe?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the cat out.
Oh, okay, thanks. Could maybe add to the GLD trade if it's going to work out. NASDAQ reversing here a little bit more. I don't know. It was a very flat day on GLD yesterday. And then we have a lot of excitement this morning and much more excitement the day before. All right, LK looks like it popped another percent. Is Beyond Meat still hanging out there? So that's not too bad. Oh, my Beyond Meat trade's doing really good. And my LK trade, come on LK. Yeah, there you go. Woohoo. So where's LK? Oh, Yeti up 8%. Back up towards the highs already. Right back there. Okay, so let's take a look at Yeti. Yeti 20% breakout would technically be basically 41. And it's not looking very good from a percentage perspective for me. I'd have to go for a shorter term pop. Robert, a quick question. What's the benefit or difference in investing from a money market account or an IRA versus Roth IRA? So, yeah, so the latter two after your versus, the IRA or the Roth IRA, those are tax deferred accounts. So any gains that you make, you don't pay taxes on them. So I trade in my Roth IRA and I don't pay taxes on my gains. If you trade from a money market account, that is basically a savings account and you're going to pay taxes on those gains. That's your difference right there. It's the taxes. Also, you can't really trade from a money market account. Well, I guess you can from within the brokerage. All right, and this guy looks like it's moving up. I want to get involved. I like the pattern. I'm just not quite sure the best way to do it. Because 20% from here doesn't get me very much. It only gets me 40% going out to frickin' November. If I go shorter term than that, I'm okay, but I'm kind of risking. I feel like I'm risking more. Maybe I can just take it for 30% or so. It's not too bad. It's a good day to get involved. I agree, Rob. I don't want you to pay too many taxes on your massive gains either. Yeah, I do with a Roth IRA than an IRA. unless you have massive tax liability this year. Um, that's going to be a different topic of conversation, though. Okay, so maybe I'll go with 34 August 16th. All right, Yeti up there. Sherman-Williams, how you doing? Sherman-Williams still doing really good. Broke that kind of opening little flag right there. That's not bad. Yeti up 9%. LK and Beyond Meat changing places here on the list at the top, which is good. Square bouncing back, kind of. GLD reversed a little bit there, unfortunately. Nice little breakout right there. A lot of volume there. Could be a little bit of topping action. I'll just stick with my position for right now. Cyber bouncing off of breakout point right there, as it hasn't closed below that breakout point, so that's a positive for Cyber. Definitely a positive. All right, so those are our leaders today right there. And Carvana. I like this Carvana pop. We did break our range. See, I kind of like some of these bottoming plays. Okay, so Carvana to get back up here to the 67 level. Let's kind of see what that looks like. I'm liking these little bounce plays a little bit more. Question is, earnings are right there. I don't have a lot of options in terms of the expiration dates. 8/7. I guess I can do that one. Be a 33% gain, but it's got to get up here. Your break-even point would be about 62.7. So that's not too bad. That's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I'll try it out. Carvana 48. I'll give it a go. All right, Carvana Yeti. What would be your thoughts on if NQ doesn't get above the last red and makes a declining trend on the highs? I'm okay with it as long as it's measured. Yeah, you talk about something like this. Yeah, I'm okay with it as long as it doesn't. See, here's the thing. It's sometimes it's about how the leading stocks work, and less about if the indexes are running, if that makes sense. So there's stocks that kind of lead the market right now. Beyond kind of doing it. LK kind of doing it. You know, Sherman-Williams trying to break out right here. That could turn out to be a leading stock. Sherman-Williams has been a leader for a long time. You know, and it just depends on the sectors too. If you can stay within the winning sectors, you can do okay. But as long as it doesn't just as long as we don't just completely crash. But Nasdaq is going red here today. It's basically flat right now. Probably was a bad time to get into something, but we'll see. Okay, pulling in here today. Volume's a little bit light. That could turn around. The question is we got to see what's going on with the general market today. GLD 0.19's okay, definitely dropping a bit beyond meat. E 3.4. Sherwin-Williams holding pretty strong. I like the Sherwin-Williams chart. Look at that, we're almost at yesterday or average volume. All right, Beyond Meat looks like it's reversing higher here. And okay, stabilizing a little bit right there. Yeti pulling in. Nice. And all-time territory here for Beyond. Blue sky breakout. Come on, if we can get over the high of this morning. I mean, it's already in blue sky breakout on the daily chart, so. Oh, reversing. It'd be, yeah, if we were positive on the NASDAQ, this would really be a blowout day for a few stocks. We got a few good ones. They're up over 5%. There's 3 of them over 5%, which is really good. A few of them, a couple more over 2%. Yeah, I think the general weakness of the market may kind of hold some things back, like your more general ones like Roku and Match that everyone's familiar with. Looks like Square and Cyber getting caught up in that too. Beyond's just fun to watch. All right, let's go look at daily movers. Look at some daily movers. RGLY, whatever that is, selling off. AN AutoNation, okay. Used cars, there's Yeti. True. EDU, PI. Hasbro. Yeah, INSG they'll pop sometime. And oh, Coca-Cola! Look at Coca-Cola. Why is Coke up 5% earnings? My goodness. That's a big pop for Co. That's huge. FSM, look at that straight off of that little bull flag. Wow. Look at that. Who would have thought? That's amazing. I don't know anything about them. I'm just saying that's a beautiful move. These don't even look like they're up according to the chart. Oh, GE actually don't look too bad. Like really, doesn't really look horrible. Needs a ton of volume to move, but GE with a pennant. Okay, I can't hit down for some reason. There we go. NEPT, that's pretty much gone. All right, that's about it for the there's the action list. Okay. I almost lost it there for a second. All right, Bound looks like it's trying to go into highs. Stalling out a little bit. Match coming back down a little further. Let me see what I've got here on match. I'm getting too spread out here. Oh, I got rid of match. Okay. Got rid of match. I'm out of Roku. I still have Cyber. Oh, that's a nice bounce off of that. Hopefully that sustains. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm a little too spread out here. Cyber's all or nothing, though, unfortunately. Oh, basically flat. Down like 20 bucks. Disney. Oh, that's not a high for Disney. Okay, let's check out some of the green ones. Yeah, well, Cyber already had a new high, which is why I'm involved in it. So it did spark a little bit of interest. It just needs to spark more interest. More interest. Beyond very choppy day. Sherman-Williams looks really good. Winnebago did not have a good day yesterday. Oh, wow. Yeah, so Cyber already broke out. It broke out of the early buy point and then tried to buy out of this one. Look at that. The volume of this day was really good. They're biding their time until earnings is really what's happening. So I don't know. The sector though seems to be losing a little bit of its luster. It's just been a top sector for so long. Well, back and look at that GE. I'm not mad at this at all. Okay, so let's look at some GE, see if they actually don't price this appropriately. You can take a measured move out of this maybe. Let's go from there to there. And then that would take us to, oh, my long-term trend line. That's hilarious. That would take us to basically 15. Huge moves. Good. Wow, such good percent. As much as 600% if that happens. If it happens. That taking you till January of next year. That's so big. That's a measured move. That's a lot to ask, but I mean, I guess it's possible. What the hell? Oh, something keeps buzzing on me here. So that's a pretty interesting trade right there. Now again, they do have earnings coming up 7/31, so in about a week. I'm gonna put GE on here. I'm not really mad at GE at all. I'm a little mad at Yeti. A little mad at LK because I've been watching. It's been selling off a little bit more. Yeah, the problem is by earnings it'll be up way too high. It's no, I definitely hear what you're saying though. I'm not jumping into that one. I'm gonna mull it over for a bit and kind of see where things are, but at the same time, it's a pretty good opportunity. I mean, a 600% risk for, you know, 50%. I mean, actually, probably would be 100% loss. So it probably would lose the entire position if it didn't work out. Um, so yeah, I mean, technically you have all this volume down at the lows and then it just gets really, really tight. People know what the freaking number's going to be. That's the problem. It's GE. There's not too many secrets. And I think people know what the number's going to be. And so look at this. We've had last big volume spike we had was the last earnings, and there's been nothing since. So I was back in April. There's been no volume spikes. Nary a little bit over average, which is declining greatly. And so you can see here the situation was reversed as there wasn't any volume and the volume was declining. Then it started tanking. Now we have the big kind of it's almost like a bump and run. This kind of looks like Bitcoin's chart a little bit, doesn't it? You got the 6K, it drops, it consolidates, and then you have a nice breakout. The catalyst here could be the earnings though. But anyway, yeah, this is definitely one where you have to kind of manage your risk appropriately and be like, okay, I know what I'm risking here. I'm comfortable with it, and then you go with it. But I mean, there's a potential. This takes you all the way out to January to get up to 15. I mean, let's just say it's 14. What's the number at 14? 14, you're looking at about 200 to 300%, depending on the option. So, not the worst one in the world. Not the worst one by any stretch of the imagination. All right. Cyber just chilling down there. See GLD holding its own. GLD's holding its own down here. That volume isn't drifting away, which is pretty good. I wish there was less volume on that one big red day here, but it is what it is. IIPR, no, it's not happy. No. Ever since that little gap down up there, I think we talked about this a few days ago. It's really failed to show any support since that gap down. It bounced a little bit and then just gave it up. So yeah, that's actually, I probably should just take that off my list. Pays has got to go off the list too. INSG. Atlassian. See, here's another high-flying software stock. Not doing so hot. Testing the 50-day moving average again. Not the best thing you could trade for a play, but not really. Back to 2008. Well, 2008 was definitely different. I mean, from a number of perspectives. I don't think it really feels a lot like 2008. That's just personally, though. I had a full-time job. I wasn't really, investing every day like I am these days. Wasn't really that actively trading, but I was involved in the market, and yeah, I don't think it feels anything like 2008. See, here's the thing: everything thinks 2008 is going to happen again. It's more than likely not going to happen again. Just saying. All right, Twilio failing at a high again. Etsy stopping at the trend line. Qualys, same thing. Need your zipper? Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Chipotle, Roku, Shop. MJ still looks bad. Yeah, Square not doing so good. Not so hot today. May have to ditch Square. Oh yeah, I was in the Arizona construction industry. Our economy was 50% construction, home building, Rob, in Arizona. 50% of our general economy. So yeah, that was not good. Yeah, I'm not super happy with Square right here. Yeah, I may just have to ditch it. Oh, as it bounces back, maybe I'll give it a little bit of runway. ZTO, Griffles. Man, that sand breakout's been just so good. Too bad I missed it. I still don't know too much about sand, so I'm not like really. I wasn't really that confident really to take a position in it. LK holding up pretty good there. I still like this GE look. We'll probably get a nice pullback though. Beyond me, that choppiness this morning. I think I only have one more option, so it's gonna be hard for me to. Yeah, I only have one option. Hard for me to reduce any more up here. I don't want to get out of it completely, but we definitely could have a big pullback. I mean, it's up so much. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, it's kind of weird, kind of good though. My Beyond Meat option is up 183% right now, and I closed half of it yesterday at 100%. So I'd be sitting really pretty right now if I didn't close out at break-even level on the trade yesterday. But I'm just going to close this out. I don't know how much. I got one option. I don't like this choppy action in the morning. I mean, it could reverse, so this is really one of those high flyers. It could just curl back up. Yeah, I'll just give it a little bit of. I'll give it a little more room. LK's up really good too. This one, I don't think I have closed out half of it yet. No, I haven't. I'm up over 100% in this guy. Haven't closed half of this one, but it's up another 30% today, so I can't be too mad at it. I guess I could close. I've got 8 options. I could close like 3 of them, and that would probably make me close to even. I'm up 148%. So yeah, if you're up 148, you want to be even. You only need to close out. Man, not quite 30%. How does math work? How does math work? Yeah, if I can close out 40%, I think that makes me even. So let's do that. Let's close out. We'll close out a few. I'll just do 3. All right, close out a few LKs to basically make me even. Now I'm heavier cyber than I am LK. I'm at like $30. That's funny. And cyber bouncing back off that trend line, which is good. That recent buy point. Maybe we'll get a continuation. I don't know though. I'm not super happy with it. That Carvana play is not working out today so far. NASDAQ 0.1% up. Looks like we're reversing back to the upside. Sherman-Williams Just really happy up here at highs. Look at that. Just rock solid. Good volume up here too. Yeti hasn't worked out very well at all. Yeti definitely disappointment. That one's already... I'm already going to cut that one in half. I said to myself walking into the office this morning, I'm like, don't get overconfident, Randy. You had a super day yesterday. Don't get overconfident. I think I got a little overconfident. Should be a rule. If I'm feeling overconfident, I should just really not take any major trades. Okay, so reduced exposure on Yeti, that's fine. What else? GLD, Cyber's actually up one. I'm up 1% in Cyber now. I'm up $30 from being down $30. Woohoo! At least we'll close that one out, break even. Yes, you do, Rob. So you do have to keep that in mind and not pull that money out. So here's the thing. I actually rather like trading in my Roth IRA because I'm not worried about taxes. I'm not worried about taking the money out. It just sits there. And so I'm perfectly comfortable with that. I actually like it. I like the fact that I don't have to think about taxes and capital gains and, you know, have to do all the reporting. And it's really nice. When you're trading, you always have that tax overhead, and it always sucks. So don't have that. LK down only up 1.75%. Beyond pulling in a little bit too. Excuse me. So Beyond Meat almost flat on the day here, or at least flat with the high of the day yesterday. On the daily chart, nothing's really wrong. Again, not a massive fan of the intraday. Oh, great. Gosh, damn. Dude, a monsoon blew through my house, and my entire property is covered in pine needles now. The whole thing. The entire thing is covered in pine needles. Everything is covered in pine needles right now. My backyard, my pool's covered in pine needles. This is the bottom of my pool. My whole front yard's covered. There's literally probably like a 3 square foot pile, just a pile of pine needles in my yard. Just a pile. So I'm going to have to, actually 7:40. Okay, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I have to go clean up lots of pine needles. We're doing a pool party today. So I've got to, I've got to go take care of that. Buy puts on Beyond and pays. Well, don't buy puts on Beyond. I haven't sold yet. No, look at Beyond on the daily chart. It's not for certain that it's going to top out. I still like the trajectory. I still like the momentum. It's still doing okay. I don't buy puts on anything. Just look for things that are breaking out, looking good. I mean, they're kind of few and far between. You have to wait for your spots. Like Beyond was a good trade. A really good trade. You know, I got in there. I got in here. So Beyond, I ended up getting in later in the day. Where the hell is it? Oh, it's here, I think. I ended up getting it over here. So the reason being is because this was getting super tight over here, and at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm like, this thing just looks like it's gonna go, and then it just started going the next day, and then, you know, got even more. You know, yesterday it just had a huge day. So, you know, you have to kind of get into things that look nice and tight, and they're few and far between. You know, breakouts or tightness, and this was nice because you had this beautiful pattern. I'm always looking for patterns like this, always, and they're very few and far between. When Beyond started to set this up, you know, Eli was talking about this a while ago, and he did pretty good on it early on, if I remember correctly. He did pretty good. I don't know if he got involved in that pop or not, but I know he made some money. But then once this thing finally sets up, I mean, it's really, really nice. So anyway, I got to go, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Hold the market up for me, will you? Bye-bye.